right, it is currently 10:52 a.m. And first of all, number one, as you can see, the Ontario Police stalking on the roads and the highways. That's federal stalking, Title 18, Section 22618, subsections 1 and 2. In the engineer, okay, it's not sunlight that everything is covered in, and it's also not the sun. I'm here where this is a stalker. They're stalking, okay? They're stalking with regard to what is a government system, and they're doing so while they merely operate their devices. A psychopath, a vagina monitor looks the opposite way, while you are the reason that they're here, and you know all of that, even in their silence, because a fake sun is hovering over my head. The fake sun that's over me at the same Civic Center, when that Ovid Family Community Library, that's the entrance, during the 7 a.m. hour, okay, where the Ontario International Airport is very much engaged in tracking my steps, stalking me as I'm going up and down Whole Boulevard, doing so while the entity kept their fake sun, and 3 hours later, here it is, as though it's rising, so it's somewhere in the distance from Las Vegas, Nevada, or let's just say that, but here it is over me at the same venue where it's approaching the same exact entrance, and this is the entity feigning a sunrise at the same Ovid Family Community Library. This is the criminal conduct proven under the fake sun by Paul Leon, who was being federally prosecuted. This is the fake sun moving. This is Exhibit A. It's going to move to the opposite side of this building. This is called crossing path. And this is what vagina monitors do while they're engaging in that state system on behalf of the government. The government can't keep you under surveillance without the population. That's SECURITAS, the demonic pattern of conduct, which is relevant to criminal surveillance light activity in this engineered light. This is the entity that has the fake sun over me at 12:51 p.m. And the entity is doing so while the fake sun's in alignment to me at that entrance of the Ovid Family Community Library during the 7 a.m. hour, where the entity is going to be at a loss. There will be no police department, fire department. There will be no Paul Leon in office. This is the entity that's engaging what is domestic terrorism and calling himself a mayor. He's engaged in vagina monitoring, keeping my vagina under surveillance inside of this building where the fake sun is still here after 4 p.m. Okay, all angles show that Paul Leon is a gang stalker. And no gang stalker will be maintaining any office in any city hall in any of the states, okay? This is exposing homegrown terrorists, threats to the United States, those that openly expose themselves and reveal themselves and demonstrate the threat that they are, the animosity that they hold, the hostility that they have toward these United States, toward American citizens and their rights and the enforcement of their rights. This is the impossible that the sun would still be while it's rising. And here it is over me while I'm walking toward the same entrance. At 3 hours later, after we're coming toward 11 a.m. Securitas was gang stalking then, and this mop head demon is gang stalking now. Under the fake sun, it's sexual assault and battery. At nightfall, when they're molesting with a golf cart, it's sexual assault and battery. This is P.O.C. All right? That's the pattern of conduct, and that's the government that's gang stalking. That's not a city hall. That's the entity full of demons, okay? And demons, as I've shown you, are unfit to be in office. This is P.O.C. This is the entity that's engaging what is criminal summoning while you're crossing paths, stalking as a population. That's the significance of the fake sun. You see the purpose of the fake sun, as it is proven to, in fact, be a fake sun. And this is the entity that committed kidnapping on behalf of the hostile demons of the Chino Police, the City of Chino, the Upland Police, the City of Upland, the Pomona Police, the City of Pomona. The entity that's gang stalking the Colton and Rialto Police, the City of Colton and Rialto, who, by the way, will never have any sun in any of those cities, contrary to what my documentation shows while I'm being targeted under the fake sun. This is the P.O.C. And the entity that's engaged in surveillance, those psychopaths are engaging in what is the criminal use of emergency vehicles, and they're going to be snatched out of those positions. They run people down in the middle of the street and call it them going toward what is an emergency, which then relieves them of responsibility, while those same terrorist leaders then claim that they're conducting an investigation. There are no investigations under the fake sun. They're monitoring. This is P.O.C. Demons that are monitoring also don't investigate anything. They know what's going on. They're engaged in what is monitoring you. That's satanic. And they're also engaged in surveilling you through the criminal use and abuse of technology that is unlawful under the state and federal constitutions. This is P.O.C. And this is where the fake sun is aiming toward me through these same windows where a bunch of vagina monitors are stalking inside of a library in concert with the gang stalking mayor and gang stalking companies like Securitas. That's a psychopath while she's pacing back and forth in engineer light. Their demon possession is exhibited in this specific environment. This is P.O.C. It's currently, by the way, 10:56 a.m. Look at the fake sun while I'm at the same entrance at 7. It's not a sunrise, and that's not lawful conduct. I'm going to prosecute the company Securitas, and I'm going to prosecute the people of the state. The government is already prosecuted. This is P.O.C. Alrighty, I just want you to watch how this fake sun is traveling above me. And then you're going to recall evidence like the entity having the fake sun at 8:38 a.m. while Jay Sandoval of the gang members of the Ontario Police are engaged in what is criminal summoning, proven through that environment that you are no longer ignorant about. They were engaged in that relevant to what is stalking another person, threatening another person, psychologically torturing another person. Doing so while this fake sun is still here, while I'm standing at this same entrance, the same location. I'm walking, this is the same path I was at 3 hours earlier, over 3 hours earlier. This is an environment conducive for surveillance. And they are surveilling the genitalia of American citizens. The government is a sex offender. The people of the state are sex offenders. This is P.O.C. This is relevant to federal prison for the entity that's acting with impunity at the Ovid Family Community Library. All right, that's the entity that's engaged in that. This is light activity by a child. This is federal stalking using a child. The exploitation while they're pacing with demons that are stalked with impossible light. The mentally ill are unfit to be in custody of children while you have a population sharing in it and it's facilitated by a government. This is the necessity of what is martial law. Okay, this is an entity that is absurdly mentally ill. Their infection is demon possession, and it is relevant to what is the public corruption, federal group stalking and monitoring, criminal surveillance, which is a fact in the United States. P.O.C.